Alright, y'all. So I still have no audio. I'm not for sure. I'm literally just editing these videos as I get to them. Like, I literally haven't watched none of this footage until I get to editing it, but I'm not for sure how much more of the video has no audio. Well, much more of me putting these, trying to get these hubs taken off and put the new ones on. But I know the audio eventually picks back up. I don't know if it's close to the end of me actually finish doing this, but I guess I just have to keep voicing them over until the audio pick back up. So I think this is, let me look on my phone. This is, excuse me, y'all. I don't know if I'm coming down with a little cold or what, but let me look on my YouTube studio app. This should be episode. This should be episode. Let me see. This will be episode 3, or part 3. So part 4 might not have any audio either. But back to the video, y'all. I'm in the dilemma right here because anytime you do any job like this, you don't want your brake hubs or your brakes just dangling down. And I wish I would have took advantage right here, but I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking my brakes looked good, but I should have changed my brakes while I had these off too. I should have changed my brakes. So I'm gonna have to retake not all of this stuff off, but I'm gonna have to take my brakes off pretty soon and change my brakes. So y'all can see, that one gone. That's like a wobbler. If y'all could have heard how the truck sounded when I was driving in it, man. It's like, sometimes you could be in your vehicle and like you think it's just a noise you hear. Like, say maybe you cut your air conditioner on and your car might make a little noise or something, and you're the only person that hear it. It's like on the inside of the vehicle, but this was on the outside of the vehicle, and it sounded terrible. That junk sounded terrible, but I'm having a hard time getting this. Well, it's actually twisting. I think I broke it loose with my impact, and it's actually twisting, but it don't want to come off. I think it's twisting. It's actually twisting, but I'm having to put a little bit too much elbow grease in it than I actually wanted to. Y'all can see I'm twisting it, putting some pretty good elbow grease in it, and it's not twisting much. But it's actually twisting. It's twisting. And this wasn't a hard job. It's just, I don't know. It's just with me. Anytime I do anything for myself, it possibly can turn into a headache. I say 7 out of 10 times. So there's a 70% chance anytime I'm working on something for myself, it'll turn somehow. Something will be difficult. I don't know if that's with everybody or it's just my mechanic skills, where 70% of the time I'm going to run into something that's going to give me a headache. But like as I said, as y'all can see, it's twisting. That bolt is twisting. I put all my weight on it. Don't want to do that. Don't hurt yourself. And it's barely spinning. That joker barely spinning. But y'all gonna see. Bam. Sitting in the car. You can lock it, mama. All right. That's my mama leaving for work, y'all. Yeah, it's like barely spinning. I'm putting all my elbow grease and stuff into it, and it's barely spinning. But I think I'm gonna eventually get it off, or I'm gonna go get dad's bigger impact that actually plugged into the wall, because I got tired of struggling with it, and it got more braking power than my handheld battery one. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go get it. Got tired of twisting on it, y'all. Got tired of twisting on it. But there goes my dad, big one. Big impact. I'm leaving for work, y'all. I'm up at my parents' house. I'm about to wash some clothes, and I'm actually sitting in the car editing this video and voicing it over. So when I go in the house, all this video have to do is process, and then I'm gonna upload it for the day. Today's the 10th, and I'm editing this video right now. I need to get to where I got my videos uploaded ahead of time, but I haven't been like that in a while. Usually I was good on it for when I went on trips and stuff. I would have just a whole bunch of videos uploaded and ready to go. But here lately, I'm kind of editing the videos as I go, pretty much. Let's see. What am I doing here, y'all? I don't know if the cord came loose or what. I'm putting some gloves on. Did I have any gloves on? I'm telling you, y'all. I be editing these videos as I go. I don't be know what's going on until I get to actually going back and looking at the footage while I'm editing it and seeing what's going on. But getting that bigger impact plugged up, and I think it was struggling a little bit, but it eventually turned it loose. I think it got it to turn. Let's see, that took a excuse me, y'all. I don't know if because I was riding it like that, it got tighter, if that makes sense, or maybe from it wobbling, because I know it was wobbling, because as y'all seen, I kind of grabbed it and shook it, and it was wobbling. It's not supposed to do that. Your wheel hubs are not supposed to do that. But my dad said I could have just changed the bearing in the inside, but I said, what the heck? I'm gonna go ahead and change the wheel bearing and the hub. I'm gonna go ahead and change both of them. Ooh, that sucker. It's coming off, but it's coming off slowly. And then the left one, I think when I get to it, my dad's gonna actually start helping me. It kind of was a struggle too. For some reason, I would say this one came off easier than the other one, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I'm grimacing, pushing down on that joker. But toward the end, that one socket wrench I was using, we gonna break that joker. That joker gonna end up breaking. I got it off. Got all kinds of grinding and just your brakes and stuff make dust, so there's a bunch of dust in there. I was just looking at the bolt to make sure it wasn't walled out or nothing. It looked pretty good. I think just from it, got that dust falling out. I think just from it being like that, like just from it being on the vehicle so long, and I drove it like that for a little bit. I eventually parked it, but I might have drove it once or twice like that, where it was making that noise. Got it all. And like my dad was saying, I could have changed that bearing in the inside and been done with it. But sometimes when stuff not that expensive, just go ahead and change all of it. In turn, I got new, I can't think of the name of those things. The thing that your tires bolt on to, I can't think right now, y'all. Sitting in the car editing this video. I got new studs, so I put the new hubs on there. They come with new studs, so going with new stuff a lot of times has the upside you get. So I got a new hub, new bearings, and I got new studs. So, and those studs, I mean, they're cheap, but if you buy them like all of them for the whole vehicle, they can get expensive. I thought that was funny. It came with those little gloves, and the other wheel hub came with gloves too. Look at that one. That one just so pretty. So, new hub, new bearings, and new studs. I think that was well worth it. I think it was. I'm just checking it out, make sure that one don't got no wobble in it. Sometimes you can get a defective new part. And I ordered these off of Amazon. Ordered these jokers off Amazon. I didn't price them at the part store if they would have been any cheaper, but I just went with Amazon. Sometimes I don't even like going to the part store. And sometimes when you go to the part store, you still have to wait anyways to get the part. So you be like, I might as well just stay at home and order this part online and got it delivered to me, and I wouldn't have to come up to the part store to get the part. It seemed like my truck, I've been working on my truck pretty consistently for the last 3 months. So it was overheating. I had to change the hose that went to the radiator and to the motor. I changed it. I thought that would solve it. Then I ended up having to change my radiator because it was leaking. Bought a bunch of coolant in the process of doing that, and it still was leaking. Then I had to buy another hose. It's kind of up under the truck right there. If you take that plastic covering under there, you'll see the hose that I had to change. It's a common part that fell on them. I think it runs back to the rear heat and air. This Durango has rear heat and air, so there's a line that runs to the rear of the vehicle to, I guess, help regulate the heat and stuff. But I ended up having to change that. The thing, excuse me, stuttering. Hold on, what that happened, y'all? That the end of the video? All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all be good. I don't know what that happened here. All right, y'all.